Good evening, everyone, and it's a welcome here from a strange day here at Holloway's Park. Pouring down with rain earlier. We've got bright, well, we haven't got bright blue skies, but there's blue clouds up there, not many dark rain clouds above us. Here for today's Evo6 Southern Premier League match between Slough Town and our visitors tonight are Redditch Utd. And Slough will be looking to put Tuesday's disappointing result at Bedworth firmly behind them. My name's Aid, and I will try and give you all the coverage of the game as it happens with full live commentary. And we may be joined by someone today, you never know. We'll see how that goes. But we'll see how it goes today. Radio Rebels is brought to you in conjunction with Myfootballclub and also the Slough Town Supporters Trust. And if you just put .co in front or after, whatever it is, isn't it after nowadays? I don't really know on the internet much, but apparently if you put .co after any of those, you can get all the information on our two official sponsors. And what we'll do is I'm going to just run through the teams with you today. Do apologise if you are a Redditch fan and some of these names are wrong. The team sheet is a little bit mixed this evening, so I'll give you the names as I believe they should be. In goal for Redditch is Josh Vega. 2 is Kyle Haynes. 3, Jamie Ashmore. 4, George Carline. 5 is William Richards. 6 is Callum Flanagan. 7 is Jamie Molyneux. 8 is Jamie Osborne. 9 is Daniel, I think it's Dubidat, but they put an O in there, so it's Daniel Dubidat. He's captain. 10 I've got down as Robbie Bunn, and 11 is Luke Shearer. Substitutes for the Redditch United tonight: David Bridgewater wears 12. 14 is Jake Westbrook. 15 is Matthew Molyneux, and 17 is sub goalkeeper Josh Morrison, or Morton. I'm not Morton. He's the sub goalkeeper anyway. For the Rebels, couple of changes for you in the starting lineup. Mark Scott is still in goal, so he wears 1. 2, Sean Fraser. 3, and making his debut is Jai Dillon. 4 is Guy Hollis. 5, and captain is Gary McDonald. 6, Nathan Webb. 7, Jake Parsons. 8 is Adam Martin. 9, Charlie Empire. 10, Lewis Putman. 11 is Warren Harris. And the subs for the Rebels tonight are Dan Hicks wearing 12, James McClurg wearing 14, Scott Harris 15, 16 is Adrian Sear, and sub goalkeeper for the Rebels is number 17, Luke Williams. The referee for tonight's match is Jason Richardson, and he is assisted by Simon Maynard and Edward Henderson. So today it's a little bit chilly out there today, but we'll see how it goes with the weather. It doesn't look like it's going to rain, but famous last words, as they say. And the pitch is looking quite good here. So it's had a good watering over the last couple of days' rain. So we'll see how the pitch holds up. And I can see the cameraman here today. So there will be extended highlights of the game. If you're a member of MyFC, you get some extra extended highlights. So about 20-25 minutes. And if you're a Slough Town fan and you're on the newsletter, then you get about a 5-minute highlight. If you do want to contact us tonight, you can do that. If you are on MyFC, you can contact us on the match day chats. Go into the what do they call it, chat room there. Apparently there's 2 people already online. I haven't got a clue who they are. We'll find that out in a second. Or you can contact us through Twitter. And our Twitter address, and I will try and get this right one day properly, I believe it's at MyFC Rebels Radio. Contact us with any questions, whether you're a Redditch fan or a Slough fan. If you want to know anything about lineups or anything like that, please come through to us, and I'll try my best to answer as best we can. The fans are just coming in. The players are still out from both teams are on the pitch. We're about 10 minutes away from kick-off, and both sets of players are just having a kick around. Like I said, it's starting to get a little bit chilly. I think a lot of people are deciding whether they should have worn a coat or not. I think I should have worn a coat today, but we'll see. I might just put the light on and stand underneath that and get some heat from that. And we'll be looking forward to this. Redditch United have had a very good record since the start of the season. Lost their first game of the season, but since then they've drawn 4 in a row and then won 4 in a row. So they are currently on a 4 straight league winning streak, and they're also unbeaten in 8 in the league. And Slough will be looking for some kind of payback. First of all, a first poor 10 minutes at Bedworth meant that Slough gave Bedworth a 2-goal head start, and it wasn't really the best of starts for Slough. They progressed for the rest of the 83 minutes to try and get a goal. They got one back through Dan Hicks on his debut, and we'll see if maybe Jai Dillon can score on his debut and be the third player this season to score on his debut. I am joined today by Will Huck. Will, are you taking the microphone, or are you just going to play with the... All right, can you find someone to put that up if you take that? You know, the usual crew. Yeah, that's good. So we will be joined later on by Will. We'll be helping out with some commentary and keeping an eye on some of the scores. We will try to bring you some scores from around the grounds for the games that are being played today. There are a large number of games being played. Tonight we have Chesham versus Hungerford, Kettering versus Biggleswade. We've got Kings Lynn versus Histon, Merthyr versus Poulton Rovers, Poole versus Dorchester, Slough Redditch obviously, Stratford versus Cirencester, and Weymouth versus Chippenham. We've also got St Neots versus Dunstable, which wasn't down normally. It's on football web pages, but we'll see how that goes, and we'll try and keep you updated with that. We'll also, if we can, keep you updated with the Capital One Cup or Carling Cup or the League Cup, I think is the easiest way to describe it. We'll try and keep you updated with some of those scores as they come through as well. So we're just... the Redditch players have just gone in. Slough players have just started to go in as well, and the fans are just making their way through the turnstiles tonight. Don't expect a huge crowd tonight. Obviously there's a few big teams playing in the Carling Cup or Capital One, as whatever people like to call it nowadays. I know that Man City are playing, obviously. Tomorrow you've got Tottenham Arsenal, and you've also got Swansea, Leicester, West Ham, Man City are playing, Aston Villa, Birmingham in what will be a feisty derby, no doubt. And also a local team to us, Reading, they're at home to Everton at an 8 o'clock kickoff. So we'll try and keep you updated with some of those scores as they go in. Redditch United will be playing in all blue this evening. That's blue shirts, blue shorts and blue socks. Slough will be in their new home kit, still amber and blue, navy shorts and amber socks. So just some of the stewards just walk through here, and we'll just see how many. Just looking for some more people to come and sit down in the stand. I think the stand's going to be the warmest place tonight. Obviously, there's very little cover behind the goals. So Slough will be looking for some payback for last season. And for those of you that don't know, these two teams have only ever met twice before. That was last season, and Redditch definitely had the upper hand in those games, winning here at Holloway's Park 7-1, one of Slough's biggest home defeats for quite a few years. And then when Slough went up to Redditch, Slough couldn't do any better, unfortunately, and ended up on a 4-0 defeat. So in the two games that have been played, it's currently 11 goals to Redditch, 1 to Slough. And if you work downwards, obviously we've got to try and be positive here. If you lose the first game 7-1 and then you lose the next game 4-0, they've scored 3 less goals, so maybe it'll just be a 1-0, hopefully, for the Rebels. But maybe a 1-0 win would be a little bit better for us. Obviously there is a team change for the Rebels after Saturday's game at Bedworth. The news came through that the ever-reliable Ryan Parsons, who's been one of the most consistent players we've had in the team over the last couple of years, he's decided to leave football for a little while and therefore has departed Slough Town, and that means that Jai Dillon is making his debut tonight at left-back, and we'll be interested to see how Slough line up with also Jake Parsons due making his first start for a long time, coming back from knee injury as well. And we'll keep you up to date with those. We are literally 5 minutes away from kick-off, and we're just the stadium announcer's just going through some extra little bits here, and so it's just people banging around in the ears. That's all we can hear. Just to let you know that the next game that we will be broadcasting from, hopefully, we can't promise it because we haven't been informed, but we are due to be playing Basingstoke Town this Saturday coming in the second qualifying round of the FA Cup. And if we can get some internet and if they allow it, then hopefully we'll give you all the commentary from that game as well. And we're just just waiting for someone to just players and stuff just trying to get into the tunnel now. I can just see them all lining up, so they're all ready and willing, and Slough sitting 19th in the table here tonight will be looking for a better start than Saturday. They've also had quite a good home record. Only defeat at home is obviously to Poole, and they've obviously beaten Histon here and beaten Cirencester last week, so Slough will be looking to keep this home form continued. Redditch, though, are third in the form table over the last 8 games. I'm just watching the Slough subs warm up, and Dan Hicks is showing Luke Williams how to be a goalkeeper, although he doesn't like diving down for those low ones in the corner. Slough 19th in the table, third in the table for the Redditch in the form guide. Like I say, with 8 unbeaten in their last 8 games, so it will be a tough game for the Rebels today, and it's going to be a long night, and hopefully not too cold, as just see Adrian here hit the crossbar over great. Just trying to watch a little bit of football while we wait for the teams to come out. We're about 3 minutes away from kick-off, and we're just no sign of the players coming out from the tunnel at the moment, as Luke Williams just passes to Trent Phillips, the coach, the goalkeeping coach there. And I don't know how you retweet stuff, so I'm just looking at tweets. I haven't got a clue how you retweet something, but I'm sure that when Will comes back, we'll tweet something, as they say. So we're just waiting. There's not a lot going on, to be honest, at the moment. We're waiting. What I'll do for you, I'll run through you as we're a couple of minutes away from kick-off. I'll run through with you again the teams, and I'll start with our visitor tonight. Redditch United will be playing in all blue. In goal for them is Josh Vega. 2, Kyle Haynes. 3, Jamie Ashwell. 4, George Carline. 5, William Richards. 6, Callum Flanagan. 7, Jamie Molyneux. 8, Jamie Osborne. 9 is Daniel Dubedet. 10 is Robbie Bunn. 11, Luke Shearer, and the subs for Redditch tonight are David Bridgewater wearing 12, 14 is Jake Westbrook, 15 Matthew Molyneux, and 17 is sub-goalkeeper Josh Morton. And for the Rebels in goal is Mark Scott. 2, Sean Fraser. 3, making his debut, Jai Dillon. 4, Guy Hollis. 5, and captain Gary McDonald. 6, Nathan Webb. 7, Jake Parsons. 8, Adam Martin. 9, Charlie Empire. 10 is Lewis Butman. 11, Warren Harris. And the subs for the Rebels is Dan Hicks wearing 12, Jamie McClurg 14, Scott Harris 15, Adrian Sears 16, and Luke Williams wears 17. And the referee for tonight's game is Jason Richardson, and his assistants tonight Simon Maynard and Edward Harrison. So just bear with me while I figure out how to use a computer. There we go, here we go. See, as Will comes in, and I don't know where you're going to sit. Where would you want to sit? You want to sit there? Yeah, okay. Sit wherever you like, it's fine. How do I retweet something? See, this is why we have young people. The little where's it? Oh, what? I've got to find the tweet now, haven't I? Oh, it's like teaching the old computers. Arrow, what? That one? There you go. Look at that. It says retweet on it. There you go. Bonus. Wicked. See, that's why we have young people here tonight. A couple of minutes away from, still waiting for the players in the tunnel at the moment, and Will's just enjoying a burger. We've even got a notepad as well. Look at that. He's got. You've even got. Look, I've even got your team sheet as well. Is your dad here tonight? There you go. Just got some more fans just making their way into the stand here. And look, Will's got notes and everything. Does that mean you're picking the microphone up? At some point he's going to pick the microphone up, and there you go. You won't have to listen to my dulcet tones for the whole 90 minutes. Not as if anyone really wants to do that, but we will try and give you the best of the commentary as it happens. We're still waiting. It's kick-off time. I've got 7:45 on the computer, and here they come now. The players are just coming out with the referee, and Gary McDonald wearing a headband after getting that cut on late on Saturday evening. As loads of people just start walking past. It's got some fans. Where they come from? Blimey. So yeah, Gary McDonald was he taking the players? He's going for a long water, referee. They normally just go to the little stand there. They're coming in front of us. Must have heard through about our commentary. So Gary McDonald, yes, with a headband on after getting the cut on Saturday. Came off on Saturday, and Dan Hicks replaced him and scored. And we're just seeing the first glimpse of Jai Dillon making his Slough Town debut. And we've also got the Redditch captain, Daniel Dubidet, with a wrist injury. So he looks a little bit like a Keith Lemon. Not that he looks like Keith Lemon as in Keith Lemon, but he's got a Keith Lemon hand bandage, if that makes any sense. If it doesn't, just ignore it, let it fly over your head like most of the rubbish that we talk about as the players just run through. Shaking hands with the referee tonight, who's Jason Richardson. And it's the one good thing I do like about the Redditch kit is their numbers on the back are absolutely huge. I don't think I've seen numbers that big on the back of a shirt for ages. So it'd be nice and easy for us to get their names wrong. So Will's just tucking into a burger, so don't worry, he'll come on later on today. So the referee's just got the linesman checking the nets there. And if you do want to come to the game on Saturday at Basingstoke, there are still places on the Slough Town supporters coach. Someone's been drawing on the window in here. Look at that. How can you see through that? Sorry, just doing a bit of housekeeping here before the game starts. As it looks like someone's been doing noughts and crosses. I don't think I've made that any better actually, but there you go. And the captains, Daniel Dubidet and Gary McDonald, just shaking hands in the centre spot, along with the referee and the linesman. Two people getting up, they're going, or they just want to get better seats. There you go. You can turn it on, that's it. Just, I didn't know if I'd showed you that bit. That's right, you feel free to join in. And
I figured it out. Just has the words on written on it, so nice and easy. Yeah, I finally finished my burger. It was very nice. And I got a couple of pre-match stats for you. I'd have to say they're not very good reading.
Oh, what have I just done there?
Redditch
you carry on.
Are 8 games unbeaten.
I've done that. I've already beaten you to it. You see, you should have been here earlier.
They've won the last 4 in a row.
I've done that. See, this is why people should be on time. This is what it should be. See, go on, you carry on. We are just about to start. Slough have, I think, won the toss. They will be shooting from right to left, shooting to the Lidl stand, and Redditch will be shooting to what's commonly known now as the shed end. Lewis Putman is standing over the ball. And he's joined by Nathan Webb, and Slough will kick off. I've got to do the stopwatch, haven't I? You didn't remind me about that.
Have you told them about the scores from last season?
Yeah, done that bit. Don't worry.
The only good thing from that is we still have Jake Parsons, who was our goal scorer in those 2 matches. The only positive from that, I have to say. Yeah, the referee's still waiting. We are kicking off about 5 minutes late. I make it here, so maybe he's still not happy. Here we go, referee kick-off though. I don't know, what is he waiting for? Is he waiting for it? Go for it, mate. There you go, the big kick-off. Slough have the ball immediately. They're looking for a long ball over for Charlie Empire on that far-hand side, but it's won by Osborne for Redditch. Cleared down the line. Dubbed up against McDonald. McDonald wins that first ball. Falls to Adam Martin. Going to call him Gary Martin then. Plays a long ball over the top for Warren Harris. Up against Ashmore. And Ashmore does well to win the ball. Still keeps it in. And it's cleared down the line, but it's picked up by Adam Martin. Martin brings it back out to Jake Parsons. Jake Parsons does well to go past one. He's had to cut inside. He's playing in that left wing position. He's just been caught a little bit, and Reg can bring the ball out. Ball's played through to Osborne. Osborne trying to flick the ball out here to Shearer. It's with the right back, is that? It is. That's the right back, Haynes. He's lost it, but it's fallen to Shearer. Shearer plays it back to Osborne. Osborne tackled well by Nathan Webb. Nathan Webb does well. Can he keep the ball in against... He's got a push in the back, and he's gone clattering into the... there's a little bit of concern here because he's just been pushed into the concrete wall that goes around the side of the pitch, and there's a lot of concern from the Slough players here, and they're immediately calling Kevin on to have a look at that. He just... in a challenge with the number 5 for... Redditch, which was Richards. The referee is just calling him over. He just gave him a nudge when chasing the ball, and he's just pushed him into that wall. And quite a few Slough players seem to be a little bit concerned with Nathan Webb at the moment. Just watch as the referee has a word with Richards.
Doesn't look like he's actually going to give him a card of any time. We've got a goal already. I don't know what game this is. It must be maybe a Redditch Utd Cup game. But Kettering 1, Corby Town 0 after 2 minutes. And yeah, still seems to be a lot of concern. Richards has just gone over to make sure that Nathan Webb's okay, and he's still down being treated. I can't actually see if he's on the pitch or off the pitch. And I don't know.
I guess he's off the pitch from.
And the referee has actually given a free kick, so it will be a free kick to Slough. And there does seem to be a little bit concerned about Nathan Webb at the moment. Jake Parsons will take this free kick. He's about 35 yards away from the goal. He's literally right by the near side touchline. And we'll really get the first action of the game that's had a bit of a delay start. Parsons with the long ball forward, aimed at McDonald. McDonald does well to win that first header. Heads it back across the goal, but it can be cleared by Osborne for Redditch. Great clearance down the line. Dubida up against Jai Dillon. Good first touch for the debutant. Plays it to Adam Martin. Martin looking for Warren Harris. Warren Harris up against Ashmore on that far hand side. Ashmore being chased back to his byline. Good pressure by Slough. It's cleared off Warren Harris. It'll come to Adam Martin. He flicks it on with his head to Charlie Empire. Empire tries to flick that on. Unfortunately, that runs just far wide. And it's out for a goal kick. And we're just...
Nathan Webb is back to his feet.
He doesn't look to be in the best. We just wonder if he might try and... Well, I don't think he's going to run that injury off. Slough, I think we'll have to make a substitution. He looks... Is he coming back on?
He looks like he wants to come back on.
There you go. But it shows you how much I know. Looks like Nathan Webb will actually come back on and see if he can run that injury off. He's jogging daintily. There's no action. The ball's still out, and Vega hasn't taken the goal kick yet. Here he comes with the kick. Just about reaches the halfway line. Adam Martin wins that one, but unfairly barges in. But the referee plays on. It's flicked on by Bunn for Molyneux. Plays it back, and it's cleared by Mark Scott. He's not happy with that clearance. It's just out of the ground. It's supposed to hit someone's car on that far hand side. But yeah, Nathan Webb's on the pitch, but he doesn't look in a good condition. He's hobbling quite badly. And I think, it's going to be a substitution straight away, unfortunately, for the Rebels. It's a throw on the far-hand side by Redditch to Carline. Carline plays it back out to Haynes. Haynes goes wide to Shearer. Well spotted by Jai Dillon, and Dillon can cross the halfway line. Still being chased back by Shearer, and Shearer just bundles him into the back.
It was a soft push.
Yeah, it's one for the team, as I say. It's Jamie McClure coming on. So the substitution for the Rebels will be after 4.5 minutes, and it's a real shame that Nathan Webb, who's had a stop-start go at Slough, he's had a couple of injuries. He's been a very good player, very consistent when he's played, and he's lasted 4.5 minutes, and it's Jamie McClurg who comes on. Oh look, you've got a pen. I'm going to nick your pen. Where is he? I'm trying to cross him off. There you go, Nathan Webb. Yeah, that's it. There you go. So Slough will have a free kick just inside the Redditch half. Gary McDonald standing over there. You've got loads of notes, haven't you? Look at that.
Yeah.
He's aching to get these notes out. McDonald it is with this free kick. He floats this one up for Empire. Empire drives it. It's fallen to McClurg. First touch of the ball. He gets a shot on, but it's blocked by Redditch, and they can bring the ball out, and it's down the line with Dubida up against Hollis. Does well to do a dummy, and it's fallen to Molyneux up on that far hand side up against Fraser. Good challenge by Sean Fraser. He does really well, but it's a throw-in for Redditch on that far-hand side. Go on, give us some of your stuff then.
I can tell you a couple of key players to look out for on the Redditch team is Dubitat, who's the top goal scorer. So far, 5 goals in the league. A couple of those have been penalties. Another man you want to look out for is George Carline, who's midfielder, but he has scored quite a few goals. And finally, the defender Callum Flanagan, who's been named Player of the Season last year.
Yep, Slough win the throw from Redditch, and the referee's just seen. Is he saying the ball went out of play on that far-hand side? So it's another throw for Redditch, and it's just not far from way dugout. It's flicked on to Carline. Carline playing in the centre midfield role. He's got the ball again there, closed down by Charlie Empire, but still Carline wins the ball well. Cleared by Slough. A fall to Jake Parsons. Jake Parsons can't control that one properly, and Osborne can play it back to Richards. Richards plays it out to Haynes on this near hand side. He tries to play the ball inside again to Osborne. Osborne looking to dominate in the free. Goes past Adam Martin as if he wasn't there. He's going to charge through. 25 yards out. He goes through past another player. Gets the ball off Carline. He plays the ball in the middle. And Dubidat has scored already. Redditch are 1-0 up. And it all came from some great play by the number 8 for Redditch. Jamie Osborne came bursting through from the centre circle. And he played a lovely one too with Jamie Molyneux. Played the ball into the middle. And it's the captain, Daniel Dubidat, who is the goal scorer and puts Redditch back up 1-0. And again, Redditch in joy coming here to Holloway's Park.
I have to say it was a very fluid movement by Redditch, and they made Slough look like statues out there. They ended up being about a 3-yard tap in, was it? Up into the top corner. And 1-0 down. It's not a great start.
Okay, so just been told to turn your mic up because people can't hear you properly. So Slough kick off again. Adam Martin playing the long ball for Charlie Empire to chase, but that's way too high. And it's out. And it's going to be a throw-in for Redditch. Maybe get it closer to your gob.
Is this better?
I don't know. I don't mean have another go.
If you can hear us.
That's it. Keep going. That's good.
Give us a little mention.
There you go. That's much better. Ball's in the... It's been thrown on, and Slough won a throw-in just by the big stand here. Taken quickly by Dylan. Dylan is flicked into the middle. Cleared by Flanagan. Won by Dubidat again. This time it's fallen to the left-back Ashmore. Given to Carline. Carline looks to release the left-back Ashmore again. On that far-hand side, he's up against Hollis. Molyneux makes a good run. He plays it to Dubidat. Dubidat tries to play it off Gary McDonald. It's fallen to Shearer. Shearer missed kicks, unfortunately, and Hollis can clear for Slough, but only as far as Haynes. Haynes loses the ball, but gets it through to Osborne. And it's played through to Shearer. Shearer acres of space again for Redditch. Trying to go past Hollis. He does so well. It's fallen again, and Mark Scott's had to come out and tackle with his feet to get that one. It's now been drilled at Bunn. And Fraser on that far-hand side, up against Bunn, plays the ball out, and it's a quick throw for Redditch, taken by Osborne to Molyneux. Molyneux back to Osborne. Osborne flicks a wicked ball in, and Mark Scott's had to come to that and take that just off Dubidat's head. And Mark Scott takes a long kick trying to release Charlie Empire, but well seen by Flanagan, who heads it back to Vega. And it remains 1-0 here at Holloway's Park. And Vega this time rolls the ball out to Haynes. He gets the ball back as Empire chases him down. And Vega's just sitting with the ball at his feet. He looks like he's a bit of time wasting already. They've got the one goal, so Redditch will be happy. Plays a long ball up, aim for Shearer. Dylan does well to win it. Falls to Jake Parsons. Parsons back to Dylan. Down the line for Charlie Empire, up against Richards. Richards does well, gives the ball to Haynes. Haynes can turn. Plays it into Osborne, who seems to be picking the ball up deep. Closed down by Jamie McClurg, but it balls out with Ashmore. Ashmore looking for Carline. Molyneux on that far hand side, but well spotted by Sean Fraser. He can play the ball up to Warren Harris. Slough yet to get an attacking force, but Warren Harris skips past Ashmore. Up against Osborne on that far hand side. He tries to get the ball in to Putman, but it's well cleared by Flanagan. He plays it out to Molyneux. Molyneux on that far hand side, closed down by two players. Back to Ashmore. Ashmore down the line. Dubidat wins that first head. He does well to head it to Carline, I believe it is. Carline coming across. Good challenge there by Adam Martin. Wins the ball well. Dylan can bring it back. Back to Adam Martin. Martin closed down the mid to Parsons. Parsons to McClurg. McClurg out to Sean Fraser, just on the halfway line. Gives it to Warren Harris. Back to Fraser. Plays it down the line for Putman. Putman does well. Nutmegs Carline. Turns onto his left foot. 25 yards out. He's going to shoot. Takes a deflection there off Carline, and Slough get their first corner of the game. Good play there by Lewis Putman.
One thing I have noticed is we're starting in a 4-4-2 formation. But when Redditch get the ball in our half, we seem to drop Putman into midfield, try and give us an extra number, make it 4-5-1. But even still, Redditch is still finding gaps and getting the passes off. Yeah,
Warren Harris goes over to take this corner for the Rebels. As Slough send up Gary McDonald. And we're just waiting for the corner from Warren Harris to come in. Plays it deep at the far for Gary McDonald. Totally unmarked. He heads that back in, and it's just wide of the post there, and it's out safely for a goal kick. It says here that Merthyr, I think Merthyr are 1-0 down to Portland Rovers. There you go. So Merthyr not having the best of luck today. Histon Kingsley is currently 0-0. And if you are late joining us today, it is here after 11 and a half minutes here at Holloway's Park. It's Slough Town 0, Redditch 1, goal scorer Daniel Dubidat on 7 minutes. And strange enough, Slough conceded in the 7th minute on Saturday against Bedworth. So, and bearing in mind that 7 was the number of goals that Redditch scored here last year, 7's not a lucky number for the Rebels at the moment. So Vega still to take this kick. Takes a long goal kick. McDonald wins that for Slough, trying to head it on for Empire to chase. Empire up against Callaghan. Does well to flick the ball through, but just can't get it into the path of Putman. And Redditch can clear through Osborne to Molyneux. Molyneux. Slough looking for an offside, but they've played the ball in the middle, and it's fallen to Jake Parsons. Jake Parsons can come through. Good tackle by Carline. And Osborne plays it out to Haynes. Haynes crosses the halfway line for Redditch. Closed down by Adam Martin. Plays a good ball out to Shearer. Shearer trying to cut back on Dillon, plays it to Osborne. Osborne seeing a lot of the ball at the moment, plays it in for Molyneux. Molyneux does well to go past McDonald easily, gets a good cross in there. It's fallen to Dubidat and he blazes it across the goal there. I think that was a shot, and unfortunately if he'd have looked up he would have seen Robert Dunn on the far hand side, totally unmarked, but it's a throw in to Redditch. They take it quickly towards Molyneux, comes back to Bunn, but it's tackled by Fraser, and Warren Harris clears the ball up the line, but not down on the pitch. It's out for a throw-in, which Ashmore will take for Redditch, taking it quickly, throwing it through to Carline. Carline plenty of room, but cleared by Hollis. Long ball up for Empire to chase. Osborne again seeing a lot of ball in the midfield for Redditch. This ball's over the top. It's Empire up against Flanagan. Vegas had to come to the edge of his area, and Charlie Empire's just jumped up with him, and Vega's gone down looking as if to say, excuse me ref, that's not allowed, but the referee said no, get up, play on. And Vega releases a lovely ball out for Shearer. He can't keep it in on this near hand side though, and Slough will have a little bit of a respite here at Holloway's Park, where they're currently 1-0 down. Dillon it will be to take the throw, literally right in front of our commentary position. Takes a quick one to Jake Parsons. Jake Parsons will give it back to Dillon. Dillon fires it straight at Luke Shearer, and Shearer's been I really don't understand that, because he's pulled it back for maybe a shirt pull or a foul by Shearer, but it didn't look like one to me. Jake Parsons has the ball, comes across, takes on 2 players, gives it to Martin in midfield. Martin loses it to Bunn, but Guy Hollis has to come over and make a really good tackle, and the ball will fall to McClurg. McClurg up against Carline, he cuts inside him, plays it for Jake Parsons. Jake Parsons 20 odd yards fires a shot in. Unfortunately that is only in danger of making a poor ball boy or steward go through the nettles behind that goal. And but better play by Slough. There's some lively play, but Slough got to be careful of giving the ball away.
We've been making a couple of silly mistakes. I think Adam Martin was trying a little flick there. He's got caught out, and it's letting Redditch in every time. Just need to keep simple passes.
Yeah, and Vega this time comes to the other side of the goal to take this goal kick again. Not in a hurry to release this one. Weymouth, I presume Weymouth are winning 1-0. Who are they playing? Chippenham. 1-0. Scott with the ball just on the edge of his area. Shearer does well to close him down, but Scott's got the ball up. Putman up against Flanagan. Flanagan gets the ball to Osborne. Osborne will go back to Haynes. Haynes tries to get the ball back to Vega. Closed down, and good play there by Vega. Just plays it through the legs of Adam Martin as he closed him down. And then a ball across the pitch. And Ashmore does really well to keep that one in from Haynes on that far hand side. Plays it back to Flanagan. Closed down by Empire. Ball will come to Warren Harris. He's beaten to the ball by Ashmore, but Harris has a second chance to flick it on. Empire can't control, and again Redditch look on the attack. Shearer this time popping up on the far hand side. It will fall to Osborne, but he loses it to Jake Parsons. Jake Parsons got a chance. He goes past another player. Sliding tackle by Flanagan. Does really well to end that Slough attack, and immediately Haynes coming on the right back here. He's come across the halfway line. He's coming towards the final third. That Slough's attack for Redditch. Trying to go past Dillon on that near hand side. Dillon does really well to tackle Haynes as he flies down the wing there, and it's a throw-in for Redditch. And just trying to see who's over there to take it. I think that Haynes will take this one. Carline standing next to him. Enjoying it so far, Will?
Yep, it's I think I've said more than I did last time, so that's good.
Yep. Ball's played in. Dubidat tries to overhead kick that one, but it can only fall as far as Putman. Putman releases Warren Harris inside the Slough half. He crosses the halfway line, tracked by Bunn. Poor ball in there. And Charlie Empire can't control that one. Bit too much pace on that ball. And Vega immediately bowls the ball out to Osborne. Osborne looking for Molyneux on that far-hand side up against Fraser. But that one's a little bit overhit. And it will be a throw into Slough deep inside their own half. And we'll see if we can get some scores for you, just in case. Dulwich, Hamlet 0, Hampton and Richmond 1. Dorking Wanderers, the team that would be in the FA Cup, they're losing its way to Sittingbourne. As Redditch have the ball again with Haynes. Haynes, it's not even closed down, he's going to have a shot. And that one's only in danger of hitting a car in the car park. But again, Slough just giving Redditch far too much time on the ball. Haynes could have the pleasure. He had so much that he could have run another 10 yards before he hit that one. And Slough will need to do something about that because they're giving Redditch far too much time on the ball. And Redditch are a team that will make them pay. Scott with the goal kick. It's up and it bounces over the head of everyone that far hand side and it's out for a throw. Got some more stats for us and while the ball's out of play?
Well, back in 2010-2011, Redditch were relegated from the Conference North and they're about an hour away from liquidation until the current chairman, Chris Swan, bailed them out. So it's very fortunate they were actually playing them here today.
Yeah, and got a good team here as Osborne again, seeing a lot of the ball for Redditch. Ball's played up. Dubedat gets the header, but it falls off Guy Hollis. It will be a throw-in on the far-hand side. In an FA Cup replay, it's Tilbury 0, St Neots 1. And that's a bit of a controversial game, which will give you more info as the ball's played up. Putman's up against Richards. Richards goes across the goal to the right back Haynes, who's in acres of space and can bring the ball. And again, it's Osborne in the centre of midfield who picks that ball up for Redditch. Orchestrating the play, gets the ball back off Haynes, looking for the ball over the top. That's a good ball, and Mark Scott's had to come to the edge of his area, and he's cleared it out to Dillon on this near hand side. Dillon does well to go past Shearer, plays it back into Hollis. Good play there by the debutant Dillon, and Hollis can bring the ball out for Slough. Back to Fraser. Fraser goes back to Mark Scott. Mark Scott all in green tonight with orange boots. Long kick forwards again for Charlie Empire. Empire's given a lot of room there to Flanagan, and Flanagan does well to bring the ball down and bring it out of the defence. Cross to Haynes. Haynes flicks the ball through to Bunn. Bunn back to Osborne. Osborne will come to Haynes. Seeing a lot of ball. Good tackle by Jake Parsons. But again, the ball falls. Second ball is always going to Redditch. And this time it's Haynes looking for the ball down the line for Molyneux, and that's just over hit and safely into the hands of the Slough goalkeeper, Mark Scott. And Mark Scott got plenty of time to take this long. He's going to just throw this ball outside of the area, and you can see that Redditch seems to be changing their front 3 or 4 players. They're swapping positions a lot. Long ball kicks up. Empire does this time win the header. Falls to Harris. Harris heads it inside, but Richards first to the ball, and Slough will have a throw in just to bite the away dugout.
I have to say the Redditch defenders look very big and very strong, but don't look particularly good with their feet. So at the moment we're pumping the ball up and they're winning every single header. We should really be trying to attack them on the ground.
Yeah, latest score is Cheshire United 0, Hungerford 1, but Hungerford have just had their goalkeeper Paul Strudley sent off. Mike Jones scoring for Hungerford in the first minute. Ball's played in, and good ball played in there by Warren Harris. Lewis Putman jumps up but couldn't guide the header towards the goal. It just heads that one wide, and it remains here after 20 minutes. Slough Town 0, Redditch 1. See if we can find some more scores for you.
Goalkeeper Vega once again taking his time. Absolutely no hurry at all.
No, and I think we saw a lot of that on Saturday with the Bedworth keeper. Once Bedworth had got a lead, wasn't in any hurry to take the goal kick. So as Vega finally takes the kick, aim for Dubedat. Hollis is first to the ball though. Falls to Warren Harris. Harris trying to flick the ball on, and Flanagan again does well for centre of defence, but well tackled by Putman. McLeod plays it into the path of Charlie Empire. Charlie Empire goes past Wallace. Can he get a shot in? It's well blocked there by Richards, I think it is, for Redditch, and Slough will have a corner on that far hand side. Good play by Slough, but yet again some really good defending. Richards and his centre-back partnership, Flanagan, have been absolutely outstanding today. You can talk.
Yeah, just trying to think of something to say. The Slough fans a bit quiet today. I think it's a bit cold, and obviously losing 1-0 doesn't help.
So Slough have a corner. It's played into the danger zone. Well cleared again by Flanagan, but it'll come straight out to Warren Harris. Plenty of time to get another cross in. This time it's deeper towards McDonald. McDonald heads it back in, but Vega will safely grab that one. Comes down, and it's going to be Vega. He's got the ball in his hands. There's a lot of people slapping hands and stuff in front of us. Must all know each other. Never seen them before. There you go. Ball kicks forwards. It's well run by Hollis. Gets the clearance, falls to Harris. Harris beats Ashmore to the ball. Empire up against Flanagan again, and this time Flanagan barges into the back of Charlie Empire, and it will be a free kick for the Rebels, about 35 yards away from goal. And Jake Parsons trots over to take this one. A Slough send forward again. Gary McDonald, Adam Martin going up. Putman's in there as well. Of course, the height of Charlie Empire. Referee's just Fraser makes a quick run down to draw Molyneux out of the wall, and Parsons still hasn't taken his free kick yet.
Please keep this one away from their centre backs.
Yeah, so this time the ball will come in from Parsons. He's drilled this one in. It's flicked on by Slough. It's well cleared again. It'll fall to Putman. Paul, and Putman drives a shot that just unfortunately curls away from the top corner at the last moment. Lovely strike by Lewis Putman. It fell to him from a clearance from Redditch, and he hit that one first time. It sat perfectly for him, but unfortunately, just as it looked like it was heading to that top corner, it just curled upwards and away.
Well, we did manage to avoid their centre backs. In fact, I think we avoided almost everyone that one.
Yeah, so Vega will take the goal kick. Dorking Wanderers have equalised away to Sittingbourne, and Bournemouth are 1-0 up in the Carling what's it called, Capital One Cup. I'm going to get it right one of these days. Vega with the clearance over the halfway line. Doubled up against McDonald. It's a good battle. This one time won by McDonald. The ball's played forward. Empire can't head the ball into the path of Putman, and it's a throw in on the far hand side. For Slough, Dylan will come and take this one. Dylan just waiting for some movement from the Rebels. Throws it into Putman. Putman does well to turn. Plays it back to Dylan. Dylan goes across, this time to McClurg, who's unmarked. He'll play the ball out to Sean Fraser. Sean Fraser on that far hand side up against Molyneux. Will come back to McClurg. McClurg plays the ball. Lovely ball to split the defence. Good ball in by Sean Fraser. It's cleared this time by Redditch, and Shearer can add a second clear. It doubled that. Does well to win the ball against McDonald. And Parsons comes back and plays it all the way back to Mark Scott. Scott closed down by Dubidat. Scott releases a huge clearance down. It's well run again, this time by Richards for Redditch. Osborne with the ball, but he loses it. It'll force to Putman. Putman's trying to get into the box. He's trying to cut in through his left-hand side. He can't get the ball. Cleared again by Redditch. This time McDonald ducks and leaves the ball, and it'll fall to Mark Scott, who will look to try and get the ball back in again. As Scott releases a long ball, again aiming for Empire. Empire up against Ashmore, heads it into the danger zone, but well guided back by Flanagan, and Vega will have the ball, and again he takes his time with the click. Man City 2-0 up away to Sunderland in the Capital One Cup.
The last couple of minutes, I think both teams have been playing a bit of Route 1 football. Neither team has really got their foot on the ball.
No, ball's played through it. It's won by Hollis. This time though, Carline wins the second header out to Molyneux on that far hand side. Molyneux plays it to Ashmore. Ashmore down the line. It's well won by Hollis, but it's out for a throw on that far hand side. And all these people seem to stand in front of us, don't they? Ball's flowing into Shearer. Shearer gives it back to Ashmore. Ashmore to Carline. The ball is taking a shot. It's a good shot. Well saved by Mark Scott, and Gary McDonald comes over to clear the ball. He does well to clear it up the line to Putman. Putman's set to come deep inside his own. He's gone all the way back to Mark Scott. That's a risky ball to play with. Dubidat chasing the ball. And again, Osborne for Redditch is the first player to the ball. Plays the ball out to Bunn. Bunn out to Haynes. Haynes again coming forwards at will. Trying to play the ball through to Dubidat, but just mistimed, and it falls to Mark Scott. Mark Scott releases the ball long quickly. This time Empire can't get the better of Ashmore. Ashmore first to the ball. And it's Molyneux up against McClurg. Ball's headed on by Fraser. Again, Ashmore's first to the ball for Redditch. And Redditch defending really well, looking for the ball over the top. Dubidat up against Guy Hollis, but safely into the hands of Mark Scott. And it still remains here. 26 minutes gone in this first half. It's Redditch 1-0 up here at Holloway's Park. Goal through Daniel Dubedat, the captain of Redditch, as Mark Scott releases a huge long clearance down the pitch there, but no Slough player read the intention there.
Our midfield must be getting a bit angry at the moment because they've been bypassed every opportunity. We're just lomping the ball forwards.
Got any more stats for us? As the ball's out of play, there's nothing going on at the moment. The ball's still out of play. Go on, give us a stat.
I think I've run out of stats, to be honest. Well, other than we have got further in the FA Cup than Redditch. Redditch lost 2-1 to AFC Hinckley last weekend. So that's 1-0 victory for us at least.
Yeah, ball's not doing much at the moment. It's just being kicked in and out of play at the moment on this near-hand side. St Neots have now gone 2-0 up away to Tilbury in the FA Cup, and the reason why that's controversial is that St Neots played a goalkeeper who was hello, was he having a word with? Oh, the referee's having a word with somebody. Number 8, no, it's Dubedat's the captain. It's Jamie Osborne that he's having a word with, and he's just calling Dubedat over as he's the captain. Obviously Osborne said something, but yeah, the Tilbury St Neots controversy was that St Neots played an illegible player in a goalkeeper who they signed and sent the forms off, but apparently the FA said they didn't get them, even though the league did, and they have been forced to replay the game. Not much to Tilbury's. I don't think they're happy about the decision.
It's very lenient by the FA.
Yeah, and
you'd be kicked out if that happens.
Exactly, and St Neots are now 2-0 up away to Tilbury. So the ball's played down the line, and Sean Fraser fouls Jamie Molyneux on that far-hand side, and it will be a free kick for Redditch. It's about 30 yards away from goal. I think these must be Redditch fans in front of us.
I think some of them might be Dan Hicks' friends. As I came in on the gate, he had a couple of complimentaries.
There you go, then you see.
He seems to be a very popular lad, I've got to say.
Yeah, so it's a free kick to Redditch on the far-hand side. It looks like Osborne again will be the person that orchestrates the play for Redditch. One-man wall for the Rebels. Just waiting for the referee to get into place. Dubedat's unmarked at the far post. It's quickly flamed in. Richards is near the ball there, and it's cleared by Slough by Mark Scott through his feet, and Slough immediately cleared the ball for Putman. Putman on the halfway line up against Ashmore. It's got the overrun of Warren Harris. He releases it. Harris running out into the box. Jamie Osborne coming back to him. Great tackle again there by Jamie Osborne. Blocks the cross coming in from Warren Harris, and it's out for a throw on that far hand side, which Jake Parsons will go over to take. Looks like they swapped. Shearer's now playing on the left of midfield, and coming to the near side is Jamie Molyneux. So Redditch swapping and changing their formation, trying to keep Slough on their toes. It's going to be is that Guy Honnis over the throw? It is. Guy Honnis looks like he's going to take a long throw into the box. Slough send forward again Gary McDonald. And it flicks on, cleared by Bump, but only as far as Adam Martin. Adam Martin shoots, well blocked on the line this time. It's going through to Jake Parsons. Jake Parsons will go wide, try and get the ball into the box, onto his right foot. This time he does flick it into the box. It's headed in by Hollis, but wide of the goal. Was it cleared on the line? Was that a save? I think
it just blocked by a defender on about 6-yard box.
But good effort there by Adam Martin, and unfortunately Slough couldn't get the equaliser. Better play from the Rebels, but Redditch looking very dangerous on the attack, and they're looking very lively up front as well. Just Bayern Munich 3, Wolfsburg 1. And apparently Robert Lewandowski, as a half-time scrub, has scored 3 goals in 3 minutes and 22 seconds. As Vega takes this goal kick. It's straight out of play, and it's right in front of us here.
Is that faster than Sadio Mane last season?
Can't remember.
Must be
he's not in the Premier League, so we don't really care. So Dylan takes the throw for Slough, looking for MP. MP having his arm pulled, but he's flicked through to Putman. Putman loses out to Richards. Ball's played into middle for Dubedat. Dubedat does well to try and flick the ball on, looking for the run of Bunn, but Mark Scott will come over. He's outside of his area, just inside his area, just literally stood on the edge of his area as he picked that ball up there. And Mark Scott will just throw the ball forwards. Long kick aimed towards Empire. Empire up against Richards. Richards first to the ball. Osborne again, first player for Redditch to get the ball. It's up to Jake Parsons, and the referee brings it back for a foul on Adam Martin there. And Slough will have a chance to put the ball into the box. Jake Parsons again will be the person that puts it in. Jai Dillon has just made a nice little run down the side to pull again someone out of the wall. So no ball, and Jake Parsons, 35 yards out, will float this ball into the penalty box. Gary McDonald going up again. This time it's a high one. McDonald trying to win it. It's gone all the way through, and the referee said no, there's a foul there. So it'll be a free kick to Redditch. And again, Vega is in absolutely no hurry whatsoever to take this.
And Redditch number 2, Carl Haynes down.
Yeah, I think it's just the way he landed there. But it's why are these people going at heart? People are walking around to the other end, and there's still 13 minutes of the first half to go. It's crazy. So Haynes is being treated on the pitch there, and he's looks like he's holding his ankle. Just going to see if Redditch do actually make a substitution. So if you do want to contact us, like I say, you can contact us. We are on the Matchday chat room if you are a member of MyFC. So hello to all those on there tonight. I know you're not happy with the score at the moment, but I'm sure that Slough will get back into this game. Or if you do want to contact us, you can contact us on Twitter at MyFCRebelsRadio.
Kyle Haynes has been subbed off for Jake Westbrook. It's a Redditch substitution.
So it's Haynes has come off.
Number 14 on Jake
and
Westbrook.
It's Jake Westbrook, the substitution, on 33 minutes. And you can borrow your pen back now, you see, look at that. So we're still waiting for the game to restart. Vega will take this goal kick. I don't know what he's waiting for. Everything's ready. The referee's blown. We're just...
During that break, I saw Sean Fraser was getting a few tips from Bakes Underwoods. So hopefully we'll be able to stop their wingers getting past this time.
Finally, Vega takes this free kick. Long, well won by Dubida into the middle. Bit of shirt pulling there by both players. It's come to Putman. Putman just inside the half of Redditch. Forward to Jake Parsons. Jake Parsons just runs into trouble though. And it's Osborne again for Redditch. Plays the ball up for Dubida. Good challenge by Guy Hollis. Well run by Jamie McClurg, who gives it back to McDonald, and Dubida just feeling his back at the minute there. Flanagan tries to head the ball back to Vega, and Vega does well to come and claim that one with a high foot up. But Dubida's just got a bit of a bang into the back here, so we'll keep an eye for if he lasts. He's up against McDonald, and Hollis heads back to Mark Scott. So for those that you don't know, 34 minutes of the game gone. It is Slough Town 0, Redditch 1. The goal coming on 7 minutes through Dubida, who's the captain. And did the substitute go into the right back position? Carline on, yeah, okay. The Carline's on the ball. It's cleared off Shearer by Adam Martin. It's actually come off a Redditch player, and Slough will have a throw in midway inside the Redditch half, and the referee's just making sure it's taken in the right place. Yeah, I think you're right. They are Dan Hicks's friends. I can see a few of them that used to play for Slough Youth. The ball's flicked on by Empire for Warren Harris. Warren Harris trying to keep the ball in. He can't do so, and it will be a goal kick on that far hand side.
So we had a Formula 1 car on our Twitter feed there.
Yeah, I don't understand.
I did read.
I don't understand Twitter really, but why has someone just put a goal on of some kind? Torquay United. I don't know what's going on.
I did read in the Metro today that Jenson Button is thinking of retiring after the Japanese Grand Prix.
Yeah, it's not long going on. We're still waiting for Vega to take this kick. Here he goes. He finally takes it. Well won by McDonald. Beats Carline to the ball. It's flicked on by Harris, but only as far as the away dugout. Still, it's Chesham 0, Hungerford 1. I've got Kettering versus Biggleswade, but I'm sure that Kettering scored against someone else a minute ago, but hey-ho. Quick throw by Slough up towards Empire. Empire trying to flick on for Ron Harris. Harris up against Ashmore. Headed out of play by Richards. And Slough will have a throw in which Guy Hollis. Finally some noise from the Slough fans behind the goal. And this time Fraser's going to leave this throw in for Guy Hollis to take. So he's going to launch another one into the box. Again, McDonald's up there as well. Empire's up there. It's one flicked on by McDonald, but he can't flick it on into the path of a Slough player. It heads out of play, and it will be a goal kick. And again, Vega is in absolutely no hurry to go and take that. I was going to see some scores if I can from around the leagues, but not missing much because we're just waiting on Vega taking yet another goal kick. He'll get there in the end, don't worry. Bromley 1, Kidderminster Harrier 1. We've got Hampton and Richmond were 1-0 up against Dulwich. It's now Dulwich 2, Hampton 1. Ball's played into the middle. It's McClurg up against Carline. Carline does well to win. It's cleared by Hollis. Looking for that ball over the top for Empire. Empire trying to chase this one. Is he first to the ball? He's got the ball before the goalkeeper Vega, and it's up to Callum Flanagan, who's come over to head it out and clear that up. And great chase there by Charlie Empire, and he's won a corner for the Rebels. And again, Slough pull up Gary McDonald to go for this one. This is 36 minutes gone in the Capital One Cup. It's Sunderland 0, Man City 4.
Only 4.
4. Slough have a corner which Warren Harris will go to take. It'll be an out-swinging corner for the Rebels. Rebels are trying to do something different this time. Played it right to the spot. It's above Gary McDonald. It's come through to Charlie Empire, just on the edge of the area. He's trying to turn against Bunn. He's closed down well by Bunn. He's going to have to somehow. He tries to release Dylan. Dylan does well to get past it. Can he keep it in? He can't, unfortunately. It's just too far in front of him. And it's out for a goal kick. And again, Vega walks very, very slowly to get the ball. So we're still Vega's just taking his time. He's in no hurry whatsoever to take anything. Again, he still hasn't taken. He's quite happy just taking his time, chilling. Here he goes. Kicks taken. McDonald up against Dubbin. McDonald with the head for Martin. Martin again flicking the ball on for Charlie Empire up against Richards. Richards does well yet again. And again, the solid partnership of Flanagan and Richards is dealing with everything that Slough have thrown at them at the moment. It's Dylan that will take this throw. No, he's going to leave it for Hollis. Hollis is going to launch yet another one into the box. Pooltown 0, Dorchester 0 is the latest score in the Southern Premier League. Still waiting for this throw from Hollis. Aimed along towards McDonald. McDonald tries to flick it through. It falls to Warren Harris. He can't hit it onto his left foot. He's got it on the right foot on the edge of the area up against Ashmore. Ashmore doing really well to push him right into the corner there. Tries to play the ball for Jake Parser. Jake Parser gets to the byline, and I thought it was a tackle from Flanagan, but it looks like Jake's maybe just overrun that one. And it's out for a goal kick.
At the moment, you have to say our tactics are very obvious. Every opportunity we get, we're trying to kick it in over behind centre-backs, try and use MP and Putman's pace. It's only really worked once or twice because their defenders are very good in the air.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see if I thought Kettering were playing Biggleswade, but maybe it's not. Balls with the substitute Westbrook, who loves a lovely ball down there, and Dylan just pulled Molyneux back there, but the ball's with Jake Parsons. He's closed down by Osborne. He does well, but he's closed down by 3 players. Plays the ball across, just about gets through. Shearer just takes one in the face from the ball there, and that's a head injury. The referee should stop that one, but he's letting the play continue. It's Redditch with the ball. Shearer just gets to his feet now, but I thought the referee should have stopped that. That was a definite head injury there. Shearer just got the ball blasted home, literally right in front of him from a Sean Fraser clearance, and the referee's just not happy where the throw-in is being taken.
I think because it wasn't a contact injury, I think the referee's probably seeing it quite lightly.
Well, you said it doesn't really matter because I split someone's head open today at work, so head injuries are never good. We won't go into that. What I did, we don't want to do that.
Shall I be worried? Or?
No, not really. Not unless there's a gate near us. The ball's with Sean Fraser. He plays it back to Scott. Scott with the long clearance for Slough. Again, looking for Putman. Putman up against Richards. Richards first to the ball. This time it's with Bunn. Bunn beaten by Hollis, and it will fall to Adam Martin. Adam Martin crossing the halfway line. Trying to flick the ball through. Just got caught there as he cleared it. But not seen by the referee. and it's a throw on the far hand side. It's Kings Lynn 0, Kettering 0. That's the latest score from the Southern Premier League.
About 3.5 minutes left this half, plus added time.
So just the ball's played over the top, and Shearer running well to get that one, but well cleared by Mark Scott. Again, Slough putting that long ball forwards. Flanagan first to the ball for Redditch. Cleared by the substitute Westbrook. Only as far as McDonald. McDonald releasing Putman. Putman does well to come. Just caught there, but the referee says no. And it's Osborne who can bring the ball out for Redditch. Goes past McDonald if he wasn't there. And this time,
a little clip in the back, on the back of the heels by Jay Dillon.
And Osborne's just gone down there. He's
get a yellow card.
A delayed reaction there. I think he's just got caught on how he's landed as. Who got the yellow card?
I think it'll be Jay Dillon. He clipped Osborne's ankles as he was going past him. That's very silly. He was running straight into McDonald. And Osborne's back on his feet, having a little word with the referee. And Jay Dillon now being called over. Referee's already got the yellow card in his hands.
Yeah,
and
I think
go Dan Hicks' his friends making themselves heard.
Yeah, I think they're all Daniel Hicks' friends, aren't they? Yeah, as you were right. You're correctly right. And it is Dillon who goes into the referee's book on 42 minutes.
Hicksy for Prime Minister we're getting calls off.
That would be a strange thing. But it's going to be a free kick for Redditch. They're about 35 yards away from goal. Again, it's the orchestrator of so many of the good things that have come from him. Jamie Osborne who will take this free kick. They've sent through the two centre-backs in Richards and Flanagan. The Slough will have to deal with them. They're winning a lot of balls in their own box. Are they going to cause some damage here just before the half-time? It still remains Slough Town 0, Redditch 1. Osborne flicks the ball in. It's a back flick there by Dubidat, which doesn't progress to anything. And I just said that Histon were drawn 0-0. Histon have scored! So it's now Kings Lynn 0, Histon 1, and Histon are on a very good run after that 7-1 drubbing at the hands of the Rebels. They're flying up the league. As Mark Scott takes this goal kick, it's won by Richards on that far hand side. Slough head it forward. A bit of head tennis going on here. Bunn up against Martin. Bunn wins that second ball towards Shearer. Shearer plays it back to Carline. Carline just closed down there by Jake Parsons. Jake Parsons is down and Putman chasing the ball and Vega comes his side and just dummies.
Jake Parsons is down.
Yeah, Jake's down. It looks like an ankle injury or his knee again. Slough won the ball back on the far hand side, but it's gone out of play and Jake will most probably want to receive a little bit of treatment here, I reckon. I think he's just signalling it's not that bad.
It's a minute to go to half time, so as long as he's out to half time,
I think
get a bit of treatment. Hopefully he'll be okay for second half.
I think it's his ankle, is it, that is playing him up? Looks like it's his right ankle. And we'll just see if we can get some more goals for you as they come down.
You got anything on Poole versus Redditch?
We're playing Redditch. Poole versus Dorchester is 0-0 at the moment. Stratford have scored. So Stratford has scored against Cirencester. I don't know if that's the only goal of the game. As Jake Parsons gets to his feet. I don't really know how to get this. I just said that Histon has scored against Kings Lynn. Yep. It looks like Kings Lynn have equalised almost immediately. So it's 1-1 there. Are you just scribbling?
Trying to get
okay, that's good.
Time.
See, these people have brains when they come here. I wish I could have the brains to have thought of that kind of stuff.
It would help if I put the right teams down. I'd Poole versus Redditch, when obviously we're playing Redditch.
Yeah, so Jake Parsons has gone off the pitch. He's got treatment. It looks like he'll be coming back on as Redditch have the ball. It's headed away though by Gary McDonald, but Redditch first to the ball yet again. It's Carline, flicks it on to Dubidat. Dubidat flicks that ball higher for Carline to chase, but McDonald first to the ball. Martin can't win it for Slough. It's fallen to the feet of Dubidat, plays it into Shearer. Shearer plays it out wide to Molyneux, but well spreaded by Dillon, and Dillon will play the ball forwards, and Slough looking for that same tactic every time, and Flanagan first to it. Headed on to Empire. Empire can't control. Cleared by Ashmore. And this time McDonald wins the header, but Jake Parsons has got to do some defensive work. Molyneux first to the ball for them. Redditch down this near hand side. Dillon on a yellow card. Has got to be careful. Molyneux gets across him, but he's just overhit that one. Good play by him though. Good work to run from the halfway line down to that byline. And
I have to say, Jake's ankle looked fine though. He was sprinting alongside.
Yeah, and
didn't look like he's in pain. So.
And ball actually went out for a goal kick. And half time is Poole Town 0, Dorchester 1. Chippenham have equalised, so half time is Weymouth 1, Chippenham 1. Also we've got a half time, Chesham 0, Hungerford 1.
I think the Hungerford goalkeeper had been sent off.
Yeah, Slough have won a free kick here. I make it with 47 minutes into this half. We have had 2 substitutions, obviously, so maybe that's what the referee's saying. But Slough will have a last chance to put the ball into the danger zone. It's a free kick about 35 yards away from the Redditch goal.
The referee's having a little chat with Callum Flanagan there. Doesn't look like it'll be yellow cards, but...
No, just a
warning.
quiet word, and Flanagan will go back in to do his defensive duties. Jake Parsons it is who will take this free kick for the Rebels. Again, Fraser makes a run down that side to pull someone else. Shearer is the only man in the ball for Redditch. And we're still waiting for the free kick. The referee not happy with... I'm sure it was got to be further than 10 yards back. It surely can't be that he's complaining about.
Sean Fraser's wide open over there.
Jake Parsons will take this free kick. He drives this one a little bit harder. Vega comes and catches that one-handed, very much like he's pulled like a basketball player doing an alley-oop, and he kicks the ball long down the line. It's looking for Molyneux. Molyneux up against Dillon. Molyneux beats him to the ball on this near hand side to us. Molyneux again up against Dillon. He's trying to get the ball in, and Dillon does well, so you can see the throw in there. And it's going to be Osborne who goes over to take this. Apparently the Poole Town Dorchester game is a bit of a 0-0 ball draw. We're still waiting for the throw-in from Osborne for Redditch. Throws it deep to the substitute Westbrook. Westbrook plays a good ball into it. Well cleared by Sean Fraser, only as far as Bunn. Bunn has to go back on himself. And it comes through. And it's flicked on, and acres of space here for Bunn. He's got to cross the goal. It's cleared by Hollis, and this time Jake Parsons can't clear, and Osborne again for Redditch, first to the ball. Plays it back into Carline. Carline plays it into Shearer, and Redditch just having this ball before this half-time end of the first half. It's played in quickly for Dubedat, just overhit, and that should really, I think, be the last play. We played 49 minutes. We've had a couple of injuries there, haven't we?
Well, one or two.
So we've had injuries to Nathan Webb and Carl Haynes. So both of them have been substituted off, as Mark Scott will take this goal kick for the Rebels. Still the referee carries on playing. It's won by Ashmore on the far hand side. This time Fraser clears the ball up in the air, but it's out of play. And against the half time is Kings Lynn 1, Histon 1. St Neots are still 2-0 up in that FA Cup replay. They've just had saved a penalty from Tilbury. Ball's played through to Putman. Putman tries to play it to Jake Parsons. It will come out to Westbrook. Westbrook down the line. It will come through to Gary McDonald for Slough. McDonald chips it over towards Putman. Putman's got Dillon on the overlap. Putman's on the left hand side. Gets the ball in low. Falls to Jamie McClurg on the edge of the area. Plays it to Warren Harris. Can Slough get a goal in this last minute? It's blocked. It's half-time whistle. Great block there by George Carline right at the end of that first half.
Slough Town missing out on the final corner.
Yeah, and it must have been the literally last kick. Good play though for Warren Harris. Shot into the box, well cleared by Carline. But the referee immediately blows the half-time whistle. So Slough again, this curse against Redditch continues, as it's Slough Town 0, Redditch 0 here at half-time. What we'll do is we'll try and bring you some of the goals from around. I could give you an update on the League Cup third round with tonight's fixtures. It's currently Aston Villa 0, Birmingham 0, Fulham 0, Stoke 1, Hull 1, Swansea 0, Leicester 1, West Ham 1, Middlesbrough 1, Wolves 0, Preston 0, Bournemouth 1, Sunderland 0, Man City 4, and Reading 0, Everton 0 as the latest. That kicked off at 8 o'clock. So what are your thoughts on the first half here as Slough and Redditch players depart the pitch with Slough 1-0 down here to Redditch.
I think Redditch were probably the stronger team to start with, and after their goal, it seemed to even out a little bit. Slough getting those long balls to work a little bit, but I think the centre midfielders will be a bit annoyed because they've not had any chances to get their foot on the ball and control the game. It's all been route one from Slough. Though we have been dominating for the last maybe 10 minutes, we haven't really had too many clear-cut chances.
No, we haven't really made the Redditch goalkeeper work. We've had that one effort cleared off the line. But Mark Scott hasn't had a lot to do either, has he? So just as a couple of Slough fans just walked past us there. And some more people walking past. Are they going to come in and say hello today? We'll see. Will someone come and visit us? Must we just walk on because I know we're on air and don't want to speak to us? Yeah, you see, they don't want to. So everyone walks past. There you go. No one wants to come and speak to us, Will. So there you go. What we're going to do is we're just going to come off air for about 3 or 4 minutes. We're going to come back. We will try and find the rest of the half-time scores for you from around our league. And then what we'll do is we'll be back with you again for full second half coverage of this game in the Evestic Southern Premier League. Tonight's match sponsors are the Rebel Rousers, but it's not been the most rousing of game as Slough Town 0, Redditch 1, the goal coming on 7 minutes by the captain of Redditch, Daniel Dubedat. So we'll be back with you in about 3 or 4 minutes with the rest of the second half coverage.
You're listening to Rebels Radio, the online home. Of Slough Town match commentaries, brought to you by the worldwide internet football community, Myfootballclub. .co.uk. Come on, you rebels! You're listening to Rebels Radio, the online home of Slough Town match commentaries. Brought to you by the worldwide internet football community, myfootballclub.co.uk. Come on, you rebels! You're listening to Rebels Radio, the online home of Slough Town match commentary.
Hello. Hopefully you can hear us here for the second half coverage here of the Slough Town versus Redditch game. We hope you can still hear us. You do that, I'll turn it all off then. Can you hear us? Alright, go on, I'll turn everything off then. Alright. Okay, cheers. Alright, bye.